What's up, guys? Reminder every morning, starting basically every morning that I don't have anything going on. 9:15, gonna start every day trading futures. So, what's up, guys? Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the beautiful sell-off on the bank going bankrupt. I put out a great alert on it, put out great information on it. Hopefully, you were able to take advantage of all of that. Um, First things first, futures did not gap up. We do have contract rollovers, so it kind of messes up with your TA, your key levels. If you have, today we did reject that 40-20. But if you have B adjust on to make sure there's no gap, this is showing we rejected 40-50. So simply what I do is you go over on the right and you just basically copy and paste all this, all your lines, copy and paste it on the ESH chart. That'll give you a little bit of, that's what I did here. Our previous month low was 39.58. So when this rollover happens, sometimes TA messes up. I like to keep it just a little bit better organized because we had that 40, 17, 40, 18, 40, 20 rejection today. And, these levels do help. Because it's saying right now ES is up 50% and ES is not up 50%. We're going to get started. First thing I always do, like always, overnight highs, overnight lows. And what we have? We had that push up on jobs, which is overnight highs, overnight lows, Wednesday, pretty much here. Let's look at yesterday's price. See how all these lines do not make any sense anymore. Just a tough time, but let me go through. Yesterday, just basically consolidation, and then we caught another drop. Base drop. Yesterday's price action was either here. Friday, weekly low. Last week low I have marked up. See how it's different on this one. Last month low. See, it's all weird now. I gotta figure out what that is. Oh, because it's coming from the previous. Let me just go ES1. If that matches. Previous month low here. That's way off too. Why is it not coming up on E8? What's the next one? ES. If it comes up on the next. ESM. As a previous month low. That's kind of where we had our hiccup today. Now I'm super confused. Let's just stick the. I'm just gonna stick the ES1. Now I'm super confused. Let's see if that was the same. Last month low is 39.83. I don't think that was. No, that's not right. Sorry about this. This gets really confusing for me. I don't like these rollovers. $39.83. See if that last week low. Just go ahead and go as it. Change without the B. Okay, so we're just gonna do without the B adjust because I'm not really worried about the price right now. So go ahead and do that. last month's low. Okay. So last month's low, like I said, the probably another thing we had, just kind of like here, we had an inside month, went up, down. There's another inside month, we went up, wrapped everyone long, going down. Weekly, we're three. I think we hit 3 bar on the week. One of my pre-markets I said that's those look like that's where we were going. So we have our daily monthly, weekly highs and lows. Back to where we opened up. This one. Okay. Where we opened up, something I alerted. We were just kind of like stuck in this range. So, look, everything. So we're kind of stuck in this range. We had this range, we broke down, and then we're just kind of like in this box. It's something you always got to see this when we start this chop box. I'm not doing good right now. But this chop box, our trend from here is down. What you want to see is kind of a fake out to the upside. Oh, see, I'm looking way too in. Okay, this was the chop box. Kind of like that overnight. We had that huge, we had this huge sell off, and then we started to chop. So here's my chop box, basically sideways. What I like to see is a fake move up, breaking out, and then the reversal into a direction down. So our trend is down. What they'll do, you'll see this a lot of times if you start marking this. They drop it, they chop. There's that fake breakout, and then they continue in the trend we are going. And from this high, our trend is down. So they'll go down. That was something I alerted pre-market. Well, let's go back to our overnight highs, overnight lows. Overnight highs, that's where we started making higher lows, higher lows. Overnight lows, we're statistically have a good chance to take those overnight lows or overnight highs. Of course, you could tell we didn't make a higher high, so we were obviously going to those overnight lows. Here, let's go look at yesterday's price and mark that up. What I like to do is, going into the day, are they going to hold the half back, which is yesterday's price? Are they able? Well, first off, let's do opening print. I have all this written down, so I'm not all over the place, but obviously I'm all over, always over. Opening print was right here. So we had opening print high yesterday's candle in 40.38, which is a key level for me. All in these areas. But obviously we weren't able to take out overnight highs. We kept creating overnight lows. When we get above yesterday's candle, you want to see if buyers do come in. That was a good long right here. If you went long off open, pretty decent long. On the spaces today, I said if we take out that 40.10, down here. See, now that messes up. It's a struggle with these rollovers. So now I think alerting, it's tough because rhythmic is different altogether too. So what I like to do is if we're able to get above yesterday's price, you want to see if buyers are able to come in and sustain that. They're going to sustain, get more buyers up here. We had that good push up. We came down pretty decent. Another push up, so they kind of picked us out twice. But once we broke that opening print and high, the next level I'm looking for is that a halfback. That was we had a decent bounce off the halfback. Halfback is kind of like, if you take the fibs from yesterday, it's going to be that 0.5, 0.618 golden zone retrace from yesterday's price. That's basically where we bounced. Could have had a decent short there. I kind of wanted to go short here with 4K up here. Like, okay, we're not going to, I don't think we're going to take over 4K. I thought we were just going to, I kind of chased all the news. I went QQQ puts. Decent. 100% on that. So, halfback, they did come in buyers. They probably pushed it up just to get an exit out of their positions. And there's that break and retest of halfback to yesterday's lows, going outside, and just continuation straight down. Take your initial balance, which is your 9:30 to 10:30 candle. I always do this every single day. Right here. Mark it up. They came down right here. Was starting to look like a chop day. That was the main thing. This is what we looked like yesterday. We're just back and forth in between the initial. Didn't take it out here. Eventually took out initial balance at 11. Came down. Look how we look. Look how it goes level to level. All I do is take the fibs and just continue on. Let me reverse it. You just take 3, 2.5, so you're 2 times initial balance, 3 times initial balance. You just play level to level, level to level. All you got to do, pretty simple. This technique I do is you at least 3 to 4 solid plays a day. No complaint. Good thing on SPY was that 400. It's hard for me to go bullish until we're above 400. We had a beautiful break and retest of 400. Could have been a nice long, but there's your 1030. Didn't want to hold, kind of broke above, but right here you can tell we dropped. We tested and we did not even claim. So the main point of this is, why did I hold QQQ all day, and why was I not selling, expecting shorts to covering or profit taking for all that? So what I do is, I had those QQQs for Monday, so I just averaged out. Let's have my VWAP look like that. And my EMAs, which is the 13 and the 34. If I'm gonna exit based on EMA, crossing this 13 EMA, did we cross it all? No reason to exit that. Or something I've been teaching people that I learned is, you put your stop on the pivot. So when it's going to break a structure, change a character, market structure change. And so there's, we have lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is the only one that kind of scared me, because we technically touched it. That was a lower high, lower high. And this is probably the best spot to exit, but I am swinging it. But that's a good way to hold, to have diamond hands. Have your, You could base it on levels, or you could just ride your higher lows or lower highs down, or your EMA. This is what it looks like right here. Really not much to go over. Let's just look at some other tickers. Apple is 151. Watching this going into tomorrow. Last week's POC hasn't held, so I'm definitely watching this 151 going into tomorrow. See if we're going to hold as resistance. This has been a pretty key level going back to a certain time. AMD, obviously, AMD off the bat has just been showing absolutely crazy strength. And something I learned yesterday was to not short it. I did NVIDIA, and then I long Tesla when Tesla was weak. So, something definitely I learned today. But definitely watching this 83.33 going into tomorrow. So drop down to 82.17. Amazon, I really haven't looked at Amazon. So Meta, let's see what Meta's doing. Meta didn't really sell off that bad. Could potentially be a nice dip buy. Definitely watching the fib retracement here. 50. The retrace back probably into that 177.55 level. Microsoft, huge strength, 260 level. Look at this 260. Support, resistance, resistance. What did it again do today? Resistance. NVIDIA, and remove all this charting. NVIDIA just overall showing strength, but looks like we're in a chop. So downside, definitely watching that 230 to the downside. Upside, definitely watching this chop box. And then Tesla. I'm gonna get rid of this too. Tesla, an old weak POC, finally hit today. Usually that's one of my downside targets. I don't like to. There's that hit right there. Usually I don't like to trade past it. Tesla really, it's just been in a sell off. So just let it, I'm not catching the knife. I tried warning a lot of people today not to catch the knife on the drop. So that's it with Tesla. Let's look at NQ. NQ, kind of same thing. So that chop is our huge sell off. Take breakup, continuation down. That news today is pretty big. Check my channel for all the data. Like 50% of Silicon Valley's like a certain thing go through them. What they did is apparently they took out loans to buy bonds, and today they took a huge, like a $20 billion loss on that. That's a bank doing it. So what happens in that situation? Panic selling. This is panic selling. What happened today? What are you doing? It's okay to chase panic selling. One of the times that I tell people to try to chase, obviously with using your technical levels and all that, but you could possibly get a good chase in on news like today. Hopefully everyone took advantage of it. So, going into tomorrow, SPY, we have non-farm payrolls. We have a lot of data going to tomorrow, all at 8:30. After 8:30, nothing. So let's see what happens with all this, what's going on. But that's going to do it for me. Definitely watching this pivot here. But not much going on. Pretty straightforward, down all day. Definitely want to look at the overall dark pool. But I think this is just the beginning of the unraveling of the U.S. recession. So hopefully you guys took advantage of it. Hopefully you guys use these simple key levels. With futures, something I started with futures is just try to keep it simple. I think the more simple you think of it, the less you analyze what's going on. Having 100 indicators, I have all these indicators. I only have one on right now. So, the less you do is I feel like it's more. Keep it simple. Keep your trade plan and all that. Y'all have a great day. Hopefully, we have a big move tomorrow with all the data going on. Y'all have a great rest of your